welcome to the PMR studio. For today's session, we will be focusing on standing strong through balance and stability, through the Pilates method that can bring focus into the body and mind and increase our mind-body awareness. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into our warm-up portion of the workout today. And for this session, we will not need a Pilates mat as this will be a standing Pilates session only. So go ahead and let's begin with our feet in parallel, fist distance apart, with some Pilates roll downs to warm up the spine and articulate through the spine. So I'm going to go ahead and stand nice and tall, bring the shoulders up, down and back, resetting the posture a bit. Go ahead and shift the pelvis into a neutral position, bringing equal weight into both feet. Begin with a nice large inhale through the nose, and as you exhale through the mouth, we're going to flex the spine forward, bending the chin towards the chest. Scoop up through the abdominals, anchor in both feet to the floor here. Go ahead and release that neutral pelvis once you're no longer to maintain that. Relax the neck. We're going to try not to grip the neck once we come to the bottom here. You're going to pause for an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to engage your glutes and stack your spine one vertebra at a time. Rolling up, finding this articulation process through the spine at the top. You're going to drop your shoulders away from your ears. Go ahead and inhale and exhale as you bend from the mid-spine, tucking the chin to the chest. The knees are soft. Scooping up through the abdominals. Relax the pelvis. Pause for an inhale at the bottom. Relax the neck. Go ahead and nod the head, yes. No, we can shake the head, no. Warming up the atlas and axis at the base of our occipital, engaging the glutes and stacking the spine as we roll up. Nice work. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring the shoulders down and away from the ears. Go ahead and meet me now back into a center position. From here, I want you to go ahead now, bring the legs hip distance apart, shift your pelvis into a neutral orientation, and extend your arms in front of you with the palms facing. From here, we take a nice large inhale through the nose, and we're going to sit back into a nice squat. As you exhale, you're going to anchor your feet into the floor and driving up through the thigh bone. Again, we inhale as we come down nice and controlled. Equal weight in both feet. Exhale. Drive the leg up, focusing on your energy and your power through the bottom of the foot. Okay, that is the base of our energy transfer. All right, through walking, through our everyday movement, right? The energy, the first part of this energy transfer comes through the base of the foot or the plantar fascia there. Nice work. Keeping energy and focus here throughout the arms. All right, we don't want limp noodle arms through these moves. Okay. As I mentioned in the beginning of this session, Pilates is all about bringing mind-body awareness, okay, to the entirety of the body, all of the limbs, to the breath work as well, the limbs externally as well as the breath work, which is with what we focus on in an internal aspect in Pilates. Nice work. Drive the glutes back one last time. Beautiful. Now from here, with a neutral pelvis, you're going to sit back into a squat. We're going to keep a flat back as we fold forward from the hips. Inhale is to come forward, and exhale, stay in the squat. Squatting tall, finding length through the crown of the head and the spine. Again, holding the squat, we're going to hinge forward from the hips or fold forward. And exhale. Nicely done. Coming back one more time. Forward fold. And exhale. Return to setup position. Hold it here, and we're going to pulse in our mini squat. Nice work. Anchoring in the middle part of your foot to the floor, equal weight in both feet for 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bringing the hands down to the sides. From here, I want you to go ahead and bring the legs hip distance apart once more. Go ahead and raise your right heel now off of the floor. Be sure to not hike at the hips. Okay, we want to focus on the levelness here. Extending the arms out in front of you, I want you to lower down into a mini squat. On an inhale, on an exhale, we stand tall. Zip up through the core. focusing on a neutral pelvis, neutral spine orientation. Beautiful. Moving with control. Paying attention to our knees. Where are they going? Are they moving out to the side, right or left, or shooting straight in front of us as we come down into our mini squat? Challenging our ankle stability here with this releve in the right foot. Driving up through the thigh bone as we come up with our exhale. One more time. Beautiful. One last time, and we're going to hold it. And we pulse. So you should start to feel this right leg, the thigh should start to get a little warm. Right, activating the muscles, making the blood flow here, increasing our circulation. For 3, 2, and 1. Come up, hands sweep down. From here, placing the hands on the hip, we bring this right leg into 90 degrees knee hip flexion. Lower the toes down towards the floor. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, zip up through the core, standing nice and tall, making sure the shoulders aren't up into the ears. If they are, drop them away. Also, pay special attention to the pelvis, making sure you're not twisting or rotating. If you had little flashlights on the hips, they would be shooting right out in front of you. Working on strengthening our hip flexors here. Okay. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring the leg back into parallel, both feet to the floor. Go ahead now. Releve the left foot so the heel raises. We sit back into a mini squat with a neutral pelvis, and we come back up. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Beautiful. Focusing on that lateral breath work, okay? Try to see if you can bring this left heel up any higher. Keeping the hips level. Again, we don't want that hip hike going on through this movement. For 3, 2, nice strong active arms extended in front of you. Last one, we lower and lift. Beautiful. Lower down, and we're going to hold it here, and we're going to pulse. Try not to hold your breath. We're pulsing for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands sweep down. From here, go ahead and inhale, zipping up through the core, lifting the left leg now. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. To challenge your balance and stability even more, you can go ahead and raise the hands above the head. Make sure the ribs aren't flaring. Go ahead and lower and lift without the toe tapping the floor. Okay. Now, if this does not feel good to you, you're always welcome to place one hand to a wall if you were near a wall at this point. Okay. We're lowering and lifting 2 more times. Make sure to not lock the standing knee. Last time. Beautiful. Hands sweep down. From here, the legs move into hip distance apart. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and lift both heels up off the mat. Ooh, don't use your balance here. Extending the hands to the side. I want you to inhale, stand tall, find the length through the spine. Go ahead and lower, keeping the heels raised, and exhale as you lift. Again, the heels are going to stay raised through this movement. Go ahead and distribute the weight evenly throughout all of the toes. Zipping up through the core. Engage with your inner thighs here, your hip adductors, okay? So keeping that engagement there, as well as the deep core muscles. Nice work. Keeping active arms here. We're lowering here, and exhale as you lift. 2 more times. Last time. It also helps to find a point in the room to focus on, right? To help aid in your balance and stability. Beautiful work. From here, stay tall. We're going to lower your left heel down to the floor and alternate lowering your right heel to the floor for some prances, okay? Again, we're going to distribute that weight evenly as we lift and lower. Try to refrain from your ankles wobbling out side to side, okay? We really want to go forwards and backwards, all right? You may hear a few cracks and pops like mine in your knees, all right? Movement is so healthy for the joints. We're breathing here, not holding our breath for 3. For 2, keep the chin lifted. Last time. Nice work. Go ahead from here, you can bring the feet into a V position. Go ahead and lift the heels up, keeping the heels together. We bend at the knees on an inhale. As you exhale, bringing the legs together, engaging the inner thighs, your hip adductors. Once more, challenging our balance and stability. Find that point in your room to focus on here. Exhale, press up, zipping up through the abdominals. What helps me is the imagery of a little string at the top of the crown of my head. Someone pulling me up to stand a little taller, all right? Finding length through the spine. The heels are staying raised here in releve. A small V position with the feet for 3. For 2. Last time. Inhale to come down. Exhale to come up. Stay lifted. Extend the arms behind the head. Interlacing the fingers with the thumb at the jawline. Press the head into the hands. The elbows are in a peripheral vision. We inhale, stand tall. Exhale as you twist to the side. Inhale, return to center. Keep the hips square. Engage the your hip adductors. Heels are lifted. First final twist here. You're engaging the inner thighs, which allows this movement to come from the midsection, all right, or your mid-spine. Keep the fingers interlaced, loosening up any tension or tightness that you might have through the mid-spine. One more time on both sides. Keeping the hips square. Beautiful. Nice work. Release the hands, lower down. From here, I'm going to go ahead and extend your right leg in front. Now, as you do this, make sure your hips or your pelvis doesn't twist or rotate, okay? So, keeping those hips level. I want you to lift your right heel now up from here with your left knee bent. We're going to inhale to come down and exhale to lift. Inhale, come down and exhale, lift. Press up through the ball of the foot. Evenly distribute the weight throughout all of the toes. Okay, so spread those toes out with the leg that is in front. Breathe through this. Again, try not to hold your breath. Zipping up through the abdominals as you stand tall. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. So from here, I want you to inhale as you lower down. We're going to lift the back heel up and lower it down. So we're lifting and lowering. Keep this right heel raised. Beautiful. Keep your gaze in front of you. Try not to scrunch the chin towards the chest. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. We're lifting and lowering. You should feel the muscles start to warm up in your left quad now. For 3, 2, and 1. Lift both heels up and we're gonna pulse. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. We're pulsing for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Stay lifted. From here, we're gonna stand tall. Inhale, sweep the hands above the head, palms facing forward, and exhale as we lower down with control. Again, inhale, stand tall, heels remain lifted. We lower down, exhale one more time. Beautiful. Go ahead, bring the palms to the side. Now, the left leg extends in front, again, keeping the hips square. Lifting the left heel now, we're gonna come down into a squat. Inhale to lower, and exhale to lift. A nice mini squat here. Keep your pelvis in a neutral orientation. If you ever need a refresher on the terminology we use in Pilates, you can find that in the beginner's guide in the platform. This heel that is in front stays raised for 3, 2, and 1. Stay lowered. Now from here, we're going to lift and lower this back heel. All right, if you've got the quad shakes going on, that's when you know you're doing it right. Beautiful. Breathe through it. Try not to hold your breath. Again, you can extend the hands out to the side or in front of you, whichever helps aid in your balance and stability. We're lifting and lowering the back heel for 3, for 2, and 1. Raise both heels up, and we're gonna pulse. We're pulsing for 3, for 2, and 1. Go ahead and sweep both palms up overhead for an inhale, and exhale, sweeping the palms down. The heels stay raised. Inhale, reach, and exhale, palm sweep down. 1 more time. Beautiful. Go ahead and sweep the palms to the sides. Bring the legs back in, hip distance apart. From here, I'm going to shift your pelvis into a neutral position. Extending your right leg now out to the side. I want you to internally rotate at the hip joint, okay? So if you're looking in a mirror right now, you wouldn't be able to see your ankle. Okay. So from here, we can place the hands either on the hips or extend it out to the side. With the left knee soft, I want you to inhale as you brace through the core. As you exhale, you're gonna lift the right leg and lower, engaging your hip abductors. So we're focusing on abduction, right? Which helps move the leg in and out. This is especially important as we need this on a daily basis, right? Getting in and out of a car, okay, those side to side movements. Maybe you play pickleball or tennis. This is really good for hip health. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Go ahead and bend this left knee a little bit more. Extend the leg long, reach out to the side. Find length through the spine as we inhale to brace, exhale to lift. For 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Bring the palms down to the sides. Let's repeat that sequence now on the opposite side. So, extending the left leg out. I'm going to internally rotate at the hip joint, keeping the hips square. Try not to shift them or twist them, okay? We like to do all sorts of funky things sometimes to compensate, all right? When we put our limbs or our joints in a different position that they might not be used to. Okay, so we inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Lifting and lowering with control. Beautiful. For 3, for 2, and 1. Little bit larger of a bend in this right knee. Shoot the hands overhead. We reach without rib flare. Inhale, brace through the core. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower, and we exhale to lift for 3, for 2. Last time. Beautiful. Bring the hands down. All right, go ahead and shake out your legs. If you need a sip of water at this point, go ahead and grab that for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right. So from here, we're going to go ahead and bring your arms into an airplane position. From here, we're going to bring your right leg back. Chin comes forward. I want you to shift your pelvis or tuck it under into a neutral orientation. Inhale, breathe through the nose. As you exhale, we're going to bring this left leg back. Bring the toes to the floor and lift. Lower and lift. Make sure to brace through that core so that way the abdominals are recruiting here and not so much strain on the low back. 3, 2, and 1. And we're gonna pulse. Pulsing the leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. From here, I want you to go ahead and bring the legs hip distance apart, again, extending the arms to the side. We bring the leg to tabletop that we were just working. And from here, we're going to hinge at the hips, bring the leg back, and return to setup position. The leg in a 90 degrees, knee hip flexion. And we're shooting the leg back, all right? Focusing on driving our nose forward and down. So pretend you're drawing a little line here with your nose. One more time. Moving with control. Try not to lock your standing knee. Nice work. Bring the hands down. Do a few shoulder rolls for 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Extending the hands in front of you. We're going to repeat that same sequence. So the right knee is soft now. Extend the left leg behind. Inhale to brace through the core. Shift the pelvis in neutral. And exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Strengthening our hip extends our muscles. The back side of the hip. Nice steady breath work here. We like to use our breath work or our lateral breathing technique to our advantage in our Pilates classes for 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted and pulse the leg up. We're pulsing for 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. From here, bring the leg into 90 degrees knee hip flexion and straight back. Don't lock your standing knee. Challenging our stability here, which can enhance our mind-body awareness, our mind-body connection. Also working on our foot intrinsics. So those little muscles at the base of the foot that allow us to grip really with our toes to the floor. Last time. Nicely done. Beautiful. Bring the hands down. All right, friends, from here, I want you to go ahead and bring those shoulders up, down, and back for 3, 2, and 1. So with the legs hip distance apart, shift the pelvis into a neutral orientation, bracing through the core. I want you to extend the arms to the side. Inhaling through the nose. As you exhale from the mouth, I want you to bring your right leg into a 90-90 position here. We're going to externally rotate from the hip joint while keeping the left hip square and bring the leg back to setup position. Excuse me, lower the toes down towards the floor. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, externally rotate from the hip joint. Bringing the leg back into 90 degrees knee hip flexion. Tap the toes to the floor last time. Nicely done. Beautiful. From here, with this leg that we just worked, I want you to go ahead and cross the leg behind you for a curtsy lunge. Bringing that leg back up into 90 degrees knee hip flexion. And shoot the leg behind you for a small curtsy lunge. And repeat. Really find that point in the room that helps you with your balance and stability. Last time. Nice work. From here, bring the hands down. A few more shoulder rolls. All right. With these active arms, you should be feeling it through your shoulder joint here, through your rotator cuff. All right, so let's realign our pelvis, keeping the hips square in a neutral orientation. Extend those arms out once more. Let's move to that left side now. Inhale to brace through the core. As you exhale, drive the knee up into a 90 degrees knee hip flexion. Go ahead and externally rotate at the hip joint, keeping this hip square. Okay, what we don't want to do is rotate the pelvis or the lower body as we move. So we're really isolating that area of movement, bringing it back to set up position, lowering, tapping the toes to the floor, and bringing it back up. Zipping up through the core, finding length through the spine. Last time as we lower and lift, externally rotate from the hip joint. Bring it back to center position. Shoot the leg behind you for a small curtsy lunge. And we stand tall, raising the knee, 90 degrees knee hip flexion. Sending the leg back, driving up, pressing through the base of the foot in your stabilizing leg. Last time. Nice work. Bringing both feet parallel, I want you to go ahead, place your left palm to your thigh. Inhale as you extend your right arm overhead, and this palm slides down the thigh. And repeat opposite side, extending the opposite hand overhead. For some spinal lateral flexion here. Nice work. All right. From here, we're going to go ahead and come down into a nice long lunge. So bring one foot forward, one foot back. From here, you're going to tuck your pelvis into a neutral pelvis position. So tuck the pelvis under, or tailbone shines down. Bring the shoulders down away from the ears. We inhale to prepare, driving the foot, front foot into the ground. And we lower down, exhale, press up. Inhale to lower, exhale to press up. Bracing through the core. For 3, 2, last time. Nice work. Go ahead and come on down. We're going to hang out here for a second and pulse. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and switch sides now. Bringing the opposite leg forward and opposite leg back. Anchoring in with the middle of center part of your foot here. Go ahead and distribute the weight equally throughout all of your toes. We lower down, exhale, press up. Bring the shoulders away from the ears, okay? So often when we're tense or tight, we want to drive those shoulders up. Our goal in Pilates is to drop those shoulders down, all right? Tucking the tailbone under, okay, to a neutral orientation. Press up. 2 more times. Last time. Come on down here into a comfortable stance, and we're gonna pulse. Nice work. We're pulsing for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and come on up into feet parallel position. Nice work. So from here, let's go ahead and bring those hands behind us for a small cool down here. Interlacing the fingers. I want you to go ahead now and bring the heels together with the toes apart, pressing the head back into the hands. I want you to keep your elbows in the peripheral vision while bracing through the core, standing tall, finding length through the spine. I want you to inhale as you side bend for spinal lateral flexion. As you exhale, I want you to round the spine forward. Okay, forward flexion of the spine. Go ahead and come into lateral flexion on the opposite side. And we move into a slight back bend or spinal extension. Go ahead now, pause, inhale, and exhale. Going back now the same way we traveled. Okay, forward flex, bringing our spine to the side, and back bend, spinal extension one more time, both directions. Inhale, exhale, moving the spine to the side. We forward flex, keeping the inner thighs engaged. Lateral flexion and spinal extension for a small back bend, and traveling back the same way we came in a nice fluid motion here. Nice work. Ending in spinal extension. Go ahead and release those hands. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up our session today with 2 Pilates roll downs. So what we do is we bring our legs fist distance apart, bring the shoulders up, down, and back, bringing the pelvis into a neutral orientation. Relax the hands to the side. With equal weight of both feet, we inhale through the nose, and as we exhale, we flex the spine forward, bringing the chin to the chest, scooping up through the abdominals, pressing the foot into the floor, releasing that neutral pelvis orientation. So you're gonna relax your pelvis. Don't lock your knees. From here, we want to articulate down through the spine and pause. Relax your neck. Go ahead and nod your head yes. And we can shake our head no. Inhale, pause, and exhale, engage the glutes and stack the spine one vertebra at a time. Bring those shoulders up, down, and back. Pause for an inhale at the top, and exhale. Go ahead and round the spine forward, tucking the chin to the chest. Relax the glutes, relax the pelvis, relax the neck. Pause for an inhale at the bottom, and exhale, engage the glutes, and stack the spine one vertebra at a time. Bring the shoulders up, down, and back. Nice work. All right, friends. That concludes our 30-minute Stand Strong Balance and Stability session for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I can't wait to see you in the next class. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.